All right, everyone, we are recording now and we'll begin the class. So, if you access your Google Classroom, you can see many postings. Okay, let me finish. So, once you access your Google Classroom for your specific section, you can see four tabs. Sorry, you'll see three tabs. Click on the classwork tab, and you'll see all the communication from our side. So you'll see something called as recordings, and then you'll see YouTube playlist. If you click on this YouTube playlist, you'll basically
Sir,
see
you
the
can sir, you can show in first, sir.
I can show what first.
Sir, he asking, can you show
First,
from first, sir?
Show
sir,
from
you
first.
can
Okay.
show from first, sir.
Okay, I'll show it to you from first. Okay, just wait. So if you want to see your recordings, if you want to see all the material that we post on Google Classroom, just head over to your Google home screen. Once you do that, you will see this Google app drawer. Okay, these 9 dots are called as a Google app drawer. Just click on it and then scroll all the way to classroom icon right here. Okay, once you click on the classroom icon, you'll see all the classes you're enrolled in. You'll see something like 4A science, 4A maths, and you'll see 4A computer science also. Okay, depending upon the section, the section letter will be different. So you can go to your classroom, and then you can actually go to this classwork section. There are three sections: stream, classwork, and people. Just go to the classwork section. Here you will see all the material that we are posting. Okay, we'll post the if we have time, we'll post the book, maybe the answers, or we'll post some questions. We'll post all our content here in the classwork section. All right, among all these materials, we'll be posting the recordings also. So right now we are recording this class. Once the class is over, we'll receive the recording from Google, and then we'll post it in this YouTube playlist. Okay, to open this playlist, just click here and then click on the link here. All right, so let me click on the link. Let me show you. So you can see, once I click on the link, I'm actually taken to a separate page. So in this page, all the lectures will be available. Okay, right from the first lecture, everything is available. So those who are absent, if you miss the class, you can just go here, and then you can watch the class. All right, so this is open to all. Just go to your classwork section, and then you can just view the recording. And also, if you go to the classwork section, you will see the attendance also for every class. Even if I forget to tell you, just go to the attendance and post your attendance. Okay, just mention that you are here. Okay, I think we'll begin class now. So we'll be doing a short revision of what we saw in the last class, as always. So this is what we've seen in the last class. We've seen the various parts of the Scratch window. So Scratch is the visual programming language we'll be learning about this year. The programming language allows us to communicate with the computer. So the computer speaks something like binary, ones and zeros, and we speak English. So computer language acts, programming language acts as a bridge between English and this ones and zeros. So the Scratch is a visual programming language, meaning we don't have to type anything. We can simply drag and drop. So by dragging and dropping, we are able to communicate with the computer. So we were learning about the Scratch user interface, or we were learning about the various parts of the Scratch window in the last class. So let's just recap. Let's recap, and then we'll start a new topic. So I think everyone is able to see. So this is what we've this is the outlook of your Scratch interface. So right in the left, we'll have a large white area where the sprite will live. Okay, the sprite is going to do all the actions only in this white area. The
Your voice
sprite,
is breaking.
if my voice is breaking, please sit near a window. If that doesn't help, just disconnect and come back. Right, I have
Sir,
I'm not able to hear
voice
you. Can you
not
repeat
break,
that?
sir.
Alright, children, just look at my screen. I don't have a connection issue. I have sufficient internet speed. So it's probably an issue on your side. Alright, so just sit near a window so you have a proper internet speed. Okay, if you're using 4G internet signal, it may be weak. Just sit near a window.
Okay, sir.
All right, let's continue. So we were seeing about the Flash interface. We've already seen all the various parts. We're just revising now. So the world or the area in which the sprite is going to live is called as our stage. Okay. So this white area where the cat lives and whatever the action the cat does is called as the stage. Whatever instructions we give to the cat will be executed by the cat in this white area called as the stage. This is the most important part. Next, below the stage, we have something called as our sprite list. So if you take a stage, many characters will perform on the stage. Similarly, if you want to add multiple sprites, we can add those multiple sprites by going to sprite list. All right. So this cat is what we call as a sprite. So sprite is an interactable icon or interactable character. So any instructions we give to Scratch will be performed by a sprite. Okay. So this interactable cartoon or character is what we call as a sprite. So we can add multiple sprites by going to the sprite list below the stage. And let's say we want to change the background or the backdrop, we can go to the left of the sprite list right here. So this is called as the backdrop option. So we can go here to change the backdrop. We've seen this also in the last class. Next we'll come back to here. So here we have some 3 tabs. So these 3 tabs allow us to change the sprite. We can change the costume of the sprite. We can add the sound to the sprite. We can do all of that by going to these 3 tabs. So these are simply called as tabs. They allow us to customize the sprite or we can customize the background itself. Okay, we'll be learning about this today. We'll be learning about customization. Okay. So next, below the tabs, we have our blocks. So these are all our blocks. We can stack the blocks together to create commands. So these blocks will have something like move, they will have something like turn. These are all instructions. These instructions will be pre-written in the form of blocks. So we can just drag and drop these blocks into this area here to send those instructions to the sprite. So this area where you have all your blocks is called as your block area, right? Let me write that down neatly. So this is called as your block area. Next, you can actually drag and drop those blocks in a specific place, and this specific place is what we call as our script area. Okay, script means instructions. So just like if you have a movie, so the movie will go according to the script. So the script will have all the detailed instructions that is supposed to happen. Similarly, any instructions that you create is what you call as a script, and the area in which the script is located is called as the script area. Okay, so the place where you have all the blocks is called as a block area. The place where you collect the blocks or you create unique instructions is called as a script area. You can see right here. So we discussed all of these. Next, the other things remaining are the start stop flag. So you can use this start stop flag to basically start and stop programs. All right. So this is an additional feature. So let's say you want to start the program only if some condition is met, then you can use this start and stop flag. Okay, while playing games or while creating games or movies, you can actually have a signal. You can send a signal to cat to when to start and when to stop certain actions. You can do that by using these signals right here. These are already included in your Scratch. Next, we have our menu bar. All right, this is what we'll be using at the very end of any uh, at the very end of any animation or game. Once we complete everything, we need to save the game or we need to save the movie. To do that, we'll be making use of the menu bar. This menu bar will have useful tools that will allow us to save or open other files. All right. So this is the general layout of the Scratch window. So this version is called as the Scratch 2 offline editor. So this is an old version of Scratch. So this is what is available in our book. So we'll be learning about the same in this year also. And since we are away from the classroom and away from the lab, some of us may be using this Android app called as Scratch Junior. So we'll see what are all the changes in Scratch Junior. So as you may immediately notice, the Scratch Junior is going to occupy a lot less space. Okay, you can see everything is very, very tiny. That's because this interface right here on the left is run on a PC. This is run on a monitor. Monitor has lots and lots of space, so everything can be accommodated in one go. But
Sir,
yes,
how can we change the script? How can we change the? How can we put other cartoon chatters in the Android app, sir?
I'll teach you that. Okay, we'll see that immediately after this revision. We'll see how to add sprites. We'll see all of those.
Sir, how would be type, sir? How we should type, sir?
What do you want to type?
You need not type anything, children. You can simply drag and drop the blocks. Okay. So already as sir said, block area it is there, right? You can see many blocks there. So you can simply drag and drop. You are not going to type anything. A minimal part will be, you will have typing, not more. Only a minimal thing you will be doing, but that will be explained by us. So you will not type anything. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, where should we save in Scratch Junior, sir?
I'll teach you everything. Okay, that's what we're going to see. So in Scratch Junior, there is no option to save, so it'll do all the saving automatically. Okay, I'll show you a demo also. For now, just observe the changes compared to Scratch Windows. So on the left, you have the interface for Windows. This is the interface for the Windows. On the right, we have the interface for our phone. So you can see lots and lots of options are missing, like the block area. So much details here, but here this is the block area. Okay, so you can see this is the block area. All right, you can see lots and lots of blocks are missing the words. Here you can see descriptions. You can see each block has a description, but here you can see only a small picture indicating the action. All right, so since there is no space, they've taken this approach. Since the phone is very small, instead of having detailed instructions, we have some pictures only. All right, so this is the difference between Scratch Junior and our full Android. So let's see all the differences. So on the center of your screen, you will see your sprite. So this sprite will do all the actions in this white area called our stage. All right. So next we have our block area immediately below the stage. Okay, we have our block area. These are all our blocks. And if you want to select different categories, we can do so by clicking on here. All right. So the same thing is available in our Scratch also. Let me change to a different color. Okay. So here you can see the same thing is available here also. The only thing is the icons and text is somewhat smaller. So stage, sprite, block area, then we have our script area right here. So this is our script area. We will be dragging and dropping blocks onto the script area to send instructions to the cat. Next, what else do we have? So here we have something called as tabs. So those tabs are actually built into the interface right here. Okay, so here you can see this plus icon, and then you can see one more plus icon here. So our tabs are actually distributed in different places across the Sprite Junior app. So we'll be seeing those in detail. Let's not discuss them now. So these are actually to add and to manage our sprites. We'll see those in some time. Next, what do we have? Next, we have our start and stop button. So the start and stop button is available here. So on the Windows, you'll see a green flag and a red button. Here on the Sprite Junior, you'll see a green flag and then a stop button. Okay, this is not actually a stop button. So that's why it's not in red. It does the action of a stop button and it does more. Okay, so that's why they've given this color right here. So these are your start and stop buttons. Okay, as we proceed further, we'll see the actual use. Next, we need to see about changing your background and adding more sprites. So if you want to add more sprites in Windows, you'll go to sprite list below the stage. But if you want to add more sprites in your Scratch Junior, you're going to click on the plus below the sprite right here. You're going to click on the plus on the left side of your screen. So this is going to let you add sprites right here. And if you want to add some backdrops, you can do so by clicking on this button. All right. So let me just show you a quick demo. All right, here we have our Scratch Junior window right here. If you want to add more sprites onto your screen, as someone just asked, if you want to add more sprites to the screen, click on the plus on the left side of your screen. All right, click on the left side of your screen. So here I've clicked on the left side. I can see lots and lots of sprites here. Let me click on the bat. Let me click on the tick sign right here. So now I can add a bat. So here you can see on my screen, I have a bat and a cat. So this is how I can change the, I can add and remove sprites.
Sir,
Alright?
how we color, sir?
How to color?
Sir, how to remove it?
Sir, and how can we remove the script, sir?
Okay, we'll see all that. We'll see all that. So we've done the revision. Let's go into the class. So once we see the class, we'll actually start doing all the actions. Okay. So just wait. So we've covered this topic also. So I'll be answering all your questions. Just wait. So let's look at this also. So we'll be seeing about how to send or give commands to the sprite. So as I've told you before, we can give commands to the sprite by using the by using the block area right here. So this is what we call as this is what we call as the block area. And inside the block area, we have all the commands, and by dragging the blocks to the script area, we can actually give instructions. As you can see right here, they've dragged some commands from the block area onto the script area to give commands. So next we'll see how to change the backdrop. Then we'll see about all of your questions. All right. So we've seen how to change backdrop also in the last class. So if you want to add a backdrop, all you need to do is to go to the sprite list, and immediately next to the sprite list, you will have something called as backdrop option. Right here, you'll see 4 buttons. You can click on those 4 buttons to add your backdrops. Okay, so we've seen this in the last class. So let me show you a small preview. We'll see how to change, edit the sprites, and we'll see how to change and edit backdrops. Then we'll see it in your Scratch Junior app. So that is all that we're going to see today. Okay, so let me boot up Scratch. So I think everyone remembers, if you want to open Scratch, you're going to click on the start bar. Once we do that, I'm going to type something like Scratch 2. Here you can see the editor is opening. So today's class is going to be all about adding sprites, coloring sprites, creating your own sprites, and making you yourself as a sprite. Okay, so let me show you how to add and manipulate sprites first. Then we'll see how to add and manipulate backdrops next.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, if I go to the start button and I'm searching yes comes. After the test, I can see settings, simple, solid.
You have to install Scratch first. So for installation of Scratch, refer the previous videos. In the previous classes, we've shown you how to install Sprite. You need to get permission from your parents, and then you need to install it. Only if you install Sprite, you'll be able to open it with your laptop.
Sprite, yes, sir. In which should we download Sprite, sir?
Okay, let me just show you once again. So you can download Scratch after the class. Okay, for now, just listen. So those who want to install Scratch, just go to your Google web page. Okay, so just go to Google, and then you're going to type Scratch. Once you type Scratch, you're going to say alright. Once you type the word Scratch, add the words programming. Okay, so once you type Scratch programming into your Google search bar, you'll see this website called scratch.mit. So just click on it, and then you'll have you'll basically open up the Scratch web page. Here you can actually find the link for download. Where is it? So here in the bottom you can see the link for download right here. Just click on download, and then you'll have to select your operating system. So these are somewhat complicated, so always get the help and get the permission from your parents. Just click on direct download and ask your parents to install this for you.
Sir,
Is that
can I
clear?
try it now, sir?
No, you're going to get the permission from your parents. Anyone that wants to install anything in your computer, you're going to get the permission from your parents. Yes.
Your voice sound is very low, sir. We can hear your voice only little bit.
Okay, let me boost my volume. Are you able to hear it now?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
your voice was currently low, sir.
Yes, sir.
My mother
Right then, everyone, just listen. So those who want to download and install Scratch on your laptop, just go to Google and type Scratch programming. You'll find this website. You'll find this blue website. It's going to say Scratch in the top, and in the bottom you'll see the download button. Click on the download button, and then you can click on direct download right here. Okay. So we are actually
Scratch?
type Scratch programming. Okay. Once you go to Google, type the words Scratch programming. I'm showing it to you on the screen. Type Scratch programming, and then click on the first link. So it will be from something like scratch.mit.edu. Here you will find in the bottom of the screen, you will find something called as a download button. Just click on the download button, and then you will see this buttons right here. You will see the option to download Scratch. I want you to click on direct download to install the latest version, or you can just scroll down to the bottom, and then you can find Scratch to offline editor. So this Scratch to offline editor is what we are actually using in the book. So you can download either version. Everything is the same. Just some cosmetic changes will be there. Okay. I think we got that out of the way. So if you're going to install this, please get the permission from your parents. So now let's continue. So we're going to see about all the various sprites you can add, all the various options we have for creating sprites. So anytime you want to create a new sprite, you can just go to the sprite list. So the sprite list is just below the stage. This is the stage, this is the sprite list. Here you can see there are 4 buttons. I can use these 4 buttons to actually create a sprite. So let me click on the first button right here. So let me click on this, and now you can see I'm getting a large this is a huge database of sprites. So these are all the sprites your Scratch comes pre-installed with. This is all available from the get-go. So the second you install Scratch, you're going to get all of these sprites. Yes.
Sir, how we can color the sprite, sir?
That is what we're going to see next. Okay, just be patient. So just look at this. To create and add a new sprite, you can click on the sprite icon right here. If you do that, you'll access the sprite library. This is a huge database of sprites that are pre-installed with Scratch. Okay, you can add any one. And if you have some sort of theme in mind, you can go to the sidebar right here. It will show you sprites categorized according to theme. So let's say you want some flying sprites. If you click on the flying category or flying theme, you will see all the sprites that fly. Okay, like the spaceship, parrot, and helicopter, and so on. So you can choose the sprite according to your need from the sidebar right here. Let me select something like helicopter. So if you want to add this helicopter, I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to say OK. Alright. So now you can see I've added the sprites. So the most important question everyone's been asking from the start is how to add color. So look at this. If you want to add color, just click on the next icon right here.
Sprites.
Sir, how to remove the sprite, sir?
How to?
How to remove the sprite, sir?
Okay. So if you want to remove the sprite, all you need to do is to right click on the sprite from the sprite list. Here we have 3 sprites. Let's say I don't want the cat sprite anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the cat sprite. If I do that, I'm getting a blue grid around the cat sprite. Then if I right click on it, I can see there is a button called delete. If you press this delete button, then this sprite will get deleted. So let me demonstrate. Now I'm going to say delete. So now you can see the cat sprite disappeared. So it's now deleted from the stage. So now let's see how to add color to the sprites.
How should we make sprite small, sir?
Okay, we'll see that in upcoming classes. Everything will be taught to you. For now, let's just focus on these tools available right here. So as you can guess, you can increase and decrease the size of your sprites. So in the top of your screen, you have 4 buttons. Here you have something called as a grow button. If you click on it and if you click on the sprite, you can make the sprite larger. Okay, we'll be seeing about all of these options in the future. Okay, don't worry, we'll see everything. For now, let's see how to add color. To add color, you're going to go to the sprite list, then you're going to click on the second icon, this paintbrush icon. If you click on it, you can see on the right side, we are opening up a new window right here. So once you open up this new window, you can actually draw your own sprite. Okay, so let me just draw my own sprite. I'm going to draw a car now. Okay, so I can draw a box, then I can add a color here, then I can draw one more box. So this is just like your paint. So you can add color, you can do whatever you want, it's up to you. Now I'm going to draw a rudimentary car.
Sir, say that alone once again, sir.
What?
Say how to add color alone once again, sir.
How to add? Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I'm sir.
Okay. Everyone listen. So if you want to add color to your sprite, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the sprite, then you're going to click on the paintbrush icon.
How to colors in this, sir?
Everyone listen, that's what I'm trying to explain. If you click on the helicopter icon and if you click on the paintbrush, you'll see the helicopter coming right here on the right side. Then you can choose your fill color or any other option and you can add color. Okay, here you can see I'm adding color to the helicopter right here. Okay, let me show you once again. So if you want to add color to your sprite, what you're going to do is you're going to select your sprite. I'm going to select this Terra sprite. Then I'm going to select this paintbrush icon. Okay, once you do that, just click back on this Terra here, and then you can access the colors. So here you can see the Terra sprite is in the center. You can see some colors in the bottom, and then you can actually basically add colors right here. So you can see all the various options right here. It will be either in the left or to the right, depending upon the sprite. So there are things called as vector sprites, which is somewhat complicated. So here you can see I can add and add colors. All right. So this is how you can actually add colors. So this is part of the tabs we've discussed. So in the starting of the class, I mentioned there are 3 tabs that allow us to edit a sprite. So right now we are in the costumes tab. So you can see right here in the top, it says costumes tab. So this costumes tab basically allows us to change the appearance of the sprite. We can change the appearance of any sprite we have. Okay. So if I add a new sprite, something like this bell, I can change the appearance of the sprite by either clicking on this paintbrush or I can click on the costumes tab. Alright. So if I click on the costumes tab, I can just click on the bell and I can change color right here. So I have tools right here. I can change the color immediately. So this is how I can change the color of the sprite. Okay. I think that is clear to everyone. Now let's see the other button right here. This paint. Yes.
Sir, how to make sprite bigger, sir?
To make the sprite bigger, go to the top. You will see this shrink and grow buttons. Click on this grow button and click on your sprite to make it larger. That's all. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's finish up the lesson. So near the sprite library button, we have
Okay,
something
sir.
called paint new sprite. If we click on it, we can either change the color of a previous sprite or we can actually create our own sprite. So with
Sir,
this,
how can we change the sprite into small?
Okay, sir.
one at a time.
How to tell it that
Children, one at a time, children. We couldn't hear everybody. One at a time.
Sir, in Google I search sprite, sir.
Just wait. Let me explain everything in the computer. Then I'll show it to you in the phone, Android phone. Okay, just let me finish. Okay.
That is app we can install in Android also, sir.
Yes, you can install it in Android. As we were discussing for the past 3 classes, we can install it in Android also. So just listen. So after the paint icon, you have
Sir, we can use in phone means scratch, sir. In laptop means scratch junior, sir.
in your laptop, you're going to use Scratch 2. In your phone, you're going to use Scratch Junior.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so just listen. We've discussed the paint icon also. With the paint icon, you can create your own sprite. So I've created an own sprite right here. So next we have this folder icon. This icon allows us to upload a sprite from our computer. So if I click on this, you can see I'm getting a new prompt right here, and I can go to something like okay, something like okay. Wait, let me just choose one. Okay, I've chosen a picture from my desktop right here. So we can make any pictures also into a sprite. Okay, so you can see right here. So we can make pictures also into a sprite by clicking on using this upload icon right here. All right, and finally we have one more option called as new sprite from camera. So if you have a webcam installed on your laptop or computer, we can actually make your photo into a sprite. So if I clicked on this, I just clicked on this camera icon, so it took a screenshot from my camera. So this is what my camera is seeing, and I can save this as a sprite. So these are the ways in which you can create your own sprite. You can add sprite from the library, paint your own sprite, upload a sprite from your folder, or you can take a picture of yourself and then make that into a sprite.
We can upload, sir.
Okay, just click on the camera icon and then you'll upload. Okay, now let's see the same. Let's see how you can do the same in your Android also.
Okay, sir.
So the first thing you'll see when you open Scratch Junior is your home screen. So this is your welcome screen. So the Scratch Junior, it does not have any save option. So once you make any changes, the changes will be automatically saved. We don't have to click on the save button. Okay. So let me just click on a new icon here. If I click on the new icon here, you can see my
Sir.
stage is loading. Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, sir, for downloading that Google write in Scratch Junior, sir.
Yes. You have to go to your Play Store and then you have to type the word Scratch Junior. Those who are using phone, you need to download the Scratch Junior. Once again, ask the permission from your parents and then install it. Okay, just install the Scratch
Okay,
Junior
sir.
from Play Store.
Sir, should I present and show, sir? Sir, should I present and show, sir?
No. Just wait. Let me just explain everything. Then
Sir,
you can show.
Sir, you said to download Sprite, sir?
No, download Scratch Junior. So the Scat is what we call as a sprite. You can't download a sprite.
Sir, for installing
Okay, sir.
Scratch in
Sir,
laptop,
somebody,
go to
Sir, someone is
Please don't
presenting.
present.
Sir, someone is presenting.
Sir, I can't hear.
No one is presenting, sir.
Okay, let me just show you. Once you see the presentation, you can do it on your own. Everyone, please listen. Once you see the demo, you can do it on your own. Okay, we're just seeing a small demo right here. We're just learning how to change the size of your. Sorry, we're just changing your sprite alone. Okay, so let's see how you can change the color of your sprite. So if you want to change the color of your sprite, all you need to do is to click on the paint icon near your sprite list. So on the left side, we have our sprite list. Any sprite that we add will be shown here. So like we have one more sprite called talk. Let me add one more sprite. Let me add this duck here. So once I add this sprite, you can see over each sprite, I'm getting a paint icon right.
Sir, how can we do it, sir? It's like
How to delete,
Wait, let me explain everything. So if you
Sir,
want to
how
change,
can we save this, sir?
Sir, how can we delete right in the OneDrive?
children, listen,
Sir,
listen.
how
We
can we
already,
save this, sir?
children, just listen. We
Children,
already
please
seen
listen.
this
If you
already.
continuously put on your doubts, we couldn't answer. Children, children, please listen. Let sir complete and then you can ask your doubts. Please wait for some time. It's already time, so we need to complete end the session as well. Okay, so please wait. We'll complete this and we'll end the session. Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you want to change the color, simply go to the sprite list available on the left side and click on the paintbrush icon. So if we click on the paintbrush icon, here you can see the paint interface opens. Now we can add our own color. So I can select something like green color and apply it on the required area. And then now I can change the color of the sprite. Alright, once I'm done making all the changes, I'm just going to click on the tick icon. Once I do that, the changes will be applied on the stage also. Okay, and the next, if you click on the plus icon and if you click on the paintbrush icon right here, we can create our own sprite.
Sir, I know this. I
Okay,
tried.
very good then. Okay, so
Sir,
yes.
I also tried
how
it.
to
I
delete
have
it, right, sir?
up to done 7 times, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
how to delete it,
So
right,
if
sir?
you, okay, so if you want to delete a sprite, just long press on the sprite. Just press and hold the sprite, and then you will get this arrow mark, and the sprite will dance. Just click on the dancing sprite, and then you'll delete it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So next thing, if you want to create your own sprite, just click on the plus icon and click on the paintbrush icon in the top right corner. Once you do that, you can draw your own sprite. All right. So you can use these buttons right here to draw your own sprite. You can use different colors, you can use different pen types, and then you can draw your own sprite like this. Once you're done drawing your sprite, you can actually click the stick icon right here, and then you can put it on your screen. If you want, you can give a name to your sprite also by clicking on the center right here. So I can give some, let me give some name like art right here, and then I'm going to click a tick mark. Now you can see my sprite appears on the screen and it has its own name. So if I want to delete this sprite, all I'm going to do is click and hold this sprite.
Sir, I cannot hear.
Okay.
Sir, can you say once again?
Sir, how can we save this, sir?
How to do this, sir?
Sir, how can we save this, sir?
There is no save. Okay, there is no button to save. You can just simply click on the home button. As I told you before, there is no dedicated option to save. Just click on the home button and
Sir,
everything
your
will
voice
be
is
saved
breaking, sir. I
automatically.
cannot understand, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if my voice is breaking, just listen again. There is no save button. So once you make any changes to your project, you can just simply click on this home button right here. That will save your project automatically. There is no dedicated button for saving. Everything is automatic. Okay, so
Okay.
in this, maybe in the next class, we will see about backgrounds. So on the right side, we have everything about backgrounds and scenes. Let's see about all of this in the next class.
Sir,
Okay.
how can we draw on the floor? One sir, how can we do, sir?
Sir, how can
That's not.
we do the picture in the background, sir?
To add picture in the background, you're going to click on the background right here.
Sir, in laptop also we can install.
How should we
do
save this?
sir?
Save, sir.
I'm sharing lots of questions. Let me answer one by one. Okay. Everyone listen. Time is also.
How should we save that, sir?
Wait, children, just wait. You're asking the same question.
Children, please listen. Children, please wait. First, listen to the instruction, children, and then you can talk.
Alright. So I think one of the questions was how to add background. So we learned this already. To add background, click on this picture icon right in the center. Once you do that, lots and lots of pictures will be available to you. Select any picture and click on the tick mark. This will allow you to add a backdrop to your picture. Next, about saving. There is no particular option to save your project. All you need to do to save is to simply click on the home icon. Once you do that, your project will get automatically saved, as I'm showing you right now. There is no option to save. Okay, so you just click on the home icon once you're done to save your project. Okay, I think that is sufficient for today. In the next class, we'll see about
Yes, sir. Sir, you do.
Hi, sir. Thank you, sir.
How to delete the background, sir?
Sir, what is today's homework?
There is no homework for today.
Sir, how to delete the background, sir?
We can install Scratch.
Sir, what is today's homework?
Sir,
Okay, let me answer one by one. So one of you asked.
Hi, sir. Lion, sir.
Okay, children, listen. So I'm going to explain how to change the backdrop.
Sir, your voice is so breaking, sir. I cannot understand what are you saying, sir. Please tell me again, sir.
Okay, let me repeat. So those who want to delete or remove the backdrop. So if you want to remove the backdrop, just click on this icon right here, backdrop icon, and then click on the white icon. Okay, so this will delete any backdrop you've applied.
Okay, sir.
Okay, for homework, try to use your own site.
Laptop, sir.
Sir,
The question is not clear. One more time.
Sir, we can
we can install the cards program.